Hey guys, so I know I said I was going to make a video tomorrow for science, but I wanted to make a video first about something that's really close to my heart. Whenever I was in 6th grade, this group called the Young Americans came to the high school that my sisters were going to, and basically the Young Americans is a group of people that, it's like a drum corps, it's how I think of it, except it's not to compete, it's to educate. They do different tours. I know this year they had, like a UK and a Japan tour, I think. And they basically go to wherever a school requests for them to come to. They go there and they hold a workshop for 2 days and then a concert that second evening, I think, is how it works. They came to my sister's school, sorry, brain, my sisters were in high school, and my mom was like, oh, well, to make things easier, you're gonna do this with them. And I was like, sure, yeah, whatever. I love singing and dancing and doing all this stuff, so why not? I didn't know what I was getting myself into, because at that point, I was still in dance, and I was still playing softball, so I was like, I don't have enough soul and art in my life. So I did it, and I don't remember that year as well as I do the last year I did it, but I just remember a dance from it, like a very specific dance, and it's to the song of We Are Family. I'm not going to do it because I don't remember it completely, but I made a friend called Marty, and I just remember he was really tall, he had brown hair, but I don't know if he was really tall because I was really small or what, because I was only in 6th grade. I was like 4'11" and 75 pounds. Continuing on, we get to 9th grade, and I was super excited because every 3 years they do this workshop and these tours. They had a South tour, and I was just like, oh my god, like, they're coming back, am I gonna see them again? And what I didn't realize was every 3 years it's a new group of people. Not completely new, there's still some of the old people, but usually since it's a college that they send these kids to, they are filtered out every 3 years. Like, once you're Young American, you're always Young American, you can perform, you can do the new stuff, but they try to get new people on each tour, if I'm understanding it correctly. They came down, and I was in 9th grade, so I was in high school, and I was still at that really shy point in my life where I didn't talk to people that much. Like, I had friends, but I didn't branch out, like, at all. What they do is you're missing a full day of school for 2 days, and then you have a concert, like a performance that next day, or that last day, and I had so much more fun the second time, and which is really surprising because whenever I was younger, I didn't have anything influence me, I guess I should say that. And I was just like, yeah, Marty, you're my best friend, and all this kind of stuff. But 9th grade, I was just like, don't talk to me, like all this kind of stuff. And I really didn't know how many friends I was gonna have of the Young Americans or of anybody, just because I was so antisocial and so introverted. The first day, it was like late in the second day, I was in the high school group. So the first time I was in the middle school group, and this time I was in the high school group. And I was only a freshman, so I didn't know that many people anyway from my school. We went off, because like each day or each session focuses on something different. Like, you have a vocal lesson, you have a dance lesson, and then you have a performance lesson type thing. And they pull out like individuals that are gonna solo type thing during the whole performance. And at one point in our performance, we were going to do Country Roads. There's like 2 singers I think we had, and everyone else was gonna sing with it, like background. And one of the Young Americans, his name is Brendan, you go in sections, there's only like 20 people in each workshop that you actually do, and he pulled a few of us aside in the workshop after we had our vocal lesson. He was like, hey, so we're gonna have some people play guitar on this, if anyone's interested, come talk to me. And I was like, I want to. I kind of lied. I told him that I knew how to play guitar, but I totally didn't. And I told him that afterwards. I was like, hey, I don't know how to play guitar, but I want to do this. And he was like, sure, yeah. And I still have my piece of paper. I don't have it with me, but he wrote out the chords that we would be playing. That piece of paper, after that day, like, I did really bad at the performance, in case you're wondering. I only had 1 day to prepare. I mean, come on. But after that day, I studied that paper. I learned that song, and like a month after the Young Americans, I wanted to like get in contact with him so bad and just be like, I wanted to thank you so much for doing this for me. You've pushed me enough. And he was the nicest person I've ever involved myself with through Young Americans, and really through any organization that I didn't, I don't know, interact with people, I guess. If I could talk to him today, I would be so thankful. Like, he's the reason, basically, that I got into music further than just listening to it and just singing in, like, whenever I'm by myself. But he helped me through so much, and he had a sister, and we talked about sisters, and he was really the beginning of why I enjoyed Young Americans so much. Oh, I guess he allowed me to open myself up to people in Young Americans, but like him and his friend, his name is Zach, right? They had like a frenemy kind of thing going on, and they would joke around with me, and just their whole atmosphere was so incredible to be around. There's Sam. Everyone loved Sam because he looked like Zac Efron. He just had a haircut similar to him. He was so nice too. Like, he helped me with guitar because I did not know how to play guitar. There's a part that we learned the first day where we have to jump off bleachers, and I was still pretty small. I was only grown like an inch or two, and the bleachers were like they were taller than me. They're probably a good 2 feet taller than me, and he's super tall compared to me, and he helped me get down the bleachers every time. And then eventually he was like, hey, so my name's Sam, in case you didn't know. And I was like, yeah, I knew, my name's Abby. And then we just bonded like instantaneously because his sister's name is Abby. I brought a guitar pick in that was blue, and his favorite color was blue. He was so nice, and he helped me throughout like the entire thing. Like during the concert, like the performance of it, he was by me most of the time, and he helped me a lot. There was just Desi. Oh my gosh. Desi is the daughter of Bob Dylan. She's like the main person in Young Americans. She's so wonderful. She's a drummer. I was a drummer at this point because I was an indoor, and we were talking about, because we were having a Lion King performance during the concert, and they had one of the big conga drums, and I was like, hey, that's cool, I play that, and they were just kind of like, white girl say what? And I was just like, no, not congas, I play percussion. And then Desi was like, yeah, girl, got that girl drum power. And I was like, yeah, you play it too. And then we just talked, and she basically told me, if you stop letting people influence you, you're gonna get so much further in life. And that's why she's a drummer, because people told her, oh, you're just the chubby girl, you know, you're never gonna amount to anything. Oh, you want to play drums? That's not possible. You're a girl, first off, and then, I mean, look at you. And she basically slapped them all in the face, because she learned how to play drums, she learned how to play drum set, and she's such an inspiration. Like, all of them were, but those main 3 people, you know, Desi and Brendan and Sam, and I'm so thankful for the Young Americans. I'm a little sad because I don't think I told any of them thank you, because I was in such that weird stage of my life, and I want to tell them thank you now, but I don't know how to do that because I don't want to be creepy and like message them on Facebook, but I might have to because I can't find their emails. How else are you supposed to communicate with people you don't know? If you're watching this and you have the opportunity to go to the Young Americans workshop, or if they're going to be near you, take it. Go do it. Be great. Be extraordinary. You might be afraid and you might not want to branch out or do anything, but do it. When you're in that vocal workshop and they say, somebody sing or I'm gonna pick you, sing your dang song, because I didn't, and it's taken me 4 years to get to the point where I can be, yeah, I'm a singer, I can do this. And the younger you are, the earlier you learn, the faster you'll progress with your life. And make friends in Young Americans, don't forget them. Keep them forever in your brain. It doesn't matter if they remember you. If you remember those moments, they will get you through the darkest times. Like, I am a freshman in college, and I think about them every day, and the advice they gave me makes me feel so much better about myself. Even if it's been 4 years since I've seen any of them and they don't remember me, and they aren't going to remember me, and I'm never going to see them again, they are still the most cherished people I hold in my heart, and probably forever will be. And I wish I was strong enough and confident enough in myself to audition for Young Americans, but I didn't, and I don't regret it because I know I wouldn't have been as good of an audition back then as I am now. But do it. If you have Young Americans around you, even if it's like an hour away, do it. It is the highest ranked thing I've done in my life, and you won't regret it or forget it, I promise.